Hey, what's going on, guys? Double 18 Set Shadow here. Black Friday weekend has been quite busy, and we're still seeing more price increases than decreases, despite the whole thing supposed to be about price decreases. But we're going to be going over a lot of singles that have been moving up, and also I just want to bring to your attention Set 13. There have been some there have been some notices going up by Bushiroad stating that they are finding restrictions in being able to distribute Set 13 amongst vendors that have pre-ordered them. There have been a few vendors that have been noting this and saying that their quantities and pre-sales are going to be affected, which means that there might be some unfulfilled orders coming about. So just keep that in mind. If you did pre-order Flight of Chakrabarti, which is Set 13, just make sure with your vendors that if you pre-ordered from them that they'll still be able to meet the demand. In any case, if we take a look at pre-order prices on TCG Player right now, boxes are starting at $60 and cases are starting at $1,200, which is typical for pre-sale on here. And this set is coming out on December 8th, which means this is also the week for the sneak preview tournaments. So if you need to pick up sneak preview kits, just keep in mind this weekend is the weekend for that. Now, going into some cards. First one we're going over is IDO Faro, which has really shot up in value as of late. There are only 5 listings available on this one, and we can already see players are picking this up above $30. Man, the blue over trigger has really risen high, and now its base price is $34.15, and the top price is currently $40, and it's only continuing to rise at this point. So staying in the $30 range is more than likely just going to be the norm as we keep going. Bobble Mine, I haven't covered this card in a while, so just checking in where it is. Mostly $2 to $3 if you want to pick up all of the base level copies. You've got the Orpheus Trial Deck version, the original, the Dragon Tree Invasion reprint, set 9. The Festival Collection Booster one is $5, and then the SP is currently close to $10. And if you want the secret rare alternate art that comes out of set 12, even Vol Onslaught, that's gone. Market price on that is $110. And yeah, so if you wanted that alt art, you're going to have to shop around if you want that. But otherwise, Bobble Mine is still pretty affordable if you need to pick it up for anything. The Jeweled Beasts. Let's take a look at where these have fallen. Ultimately, all I can say is that Tolpaz, which is the Cater Sanctuary one, is the big winner if you want to pick up the Jewel Beast for value, where its FFR is currently the highest on the market. Market price is not the highest yet, but when you consider that Almathus, which is the Dark States one, has listings as low as $24.30 right now, but the market price is $50. Many listings have gone all the way down to around 25, and this card has not been bought since early November, so nobody is picking up this Gemcat that high anymore. But Tolpaz only has 2 listings versus Almathus is 27, so yeah, it really is the big winner out of this whole thing. And then, of course, the remaining 3 are all lower than 20 if you want to pick up their FFRs. And besides Tolpaz, all the other Jewel Cats are underneath $5. Almathus is the only one that's still in the dollar range, while the remaining 3 can barely scratch $1 at this point. So they're still cheap to pick up if you need to pick them up outside of Tolpaz. Then we go to Penetrate Aquas for Prison. There are only 2 listings left on the triple rare right now, starting at $7. And being from set 10, that's kind of surprising to see. Sales have been going on this one over the Black Friday weekend, and they have been selling and they sold for $7 at least 3 separate sales over the weekend. And there are 11 copies on the base listing. and then you've got 2 more copies after that with a $4 shipping tag. But they're the only 2 listings right now for the triple rare, and the FFR is currently $32 to start, which is still underneath its market price. The market price on the triple rare is only about $1.50 though, so that's quite a spike. Resonance Dragon is another one that it's getting reprinted with the triple drive set, but of course we've got set 13 coming before that, so prices are still holding okay at $15 for the triple rare. Market price is about $24. You've only got 2 copies of the FFR left, and they're starting at $40 with a market price of about $26. So they're still up there, and you don't necessarily have to play them for Leonor Mask, well, Leonor Vivience, which is coming up. To that same point, you've also got the other tech of playing Leonor Mask in the Leonor Vivius deck. That is a playstyle that Japanese players have taken up when playing this deck. But Leonor Mask is cheap to pick up right now. It's still under $1 for its market price and base listing, and it's still got 45 listings. The FFR is down to 2 listings starting at 38-ish. And then you've got the secret rare with 3 listings to go, starting at about $121. So if you need Leonor Masks, they're still really cheap if you can pick them up on the low end. Deon also got announced for the triple drive set, and prices of this card have seen a drop, where they were starting to surpass $30 at one point, but we're at 14 listings on the triple rare starting at $20 and a number of copies. So this is one of the few cards that is dropping off due to the triple drive set, and seeing as it's not required for something like Leonor, that contributes to that too. It has sold for 23 more recently, but most of the listings are 20 or 23 right now. And that's for the triple R. Even for the FFR, there have been drop-offs and increases in quantities on what's available. They have been selling in the $60 range as of late, and they are currently just above that for their lowest listings before jumping all the way up into the high 70s if you need to pick it up. Gather Upon Me, Ye Wandering Souls is also slated for the triple drive booster, and that one now has 24 listings on its double R and is $3 to start off with, which I think it'll stay around that range regardless. And of course, we're not getting triple drive until March, so anyone who wants to play this in Leonor or wants to try it in something else will still have to contend with a $3 price point for a little while at least. The SP is down from the $30 listings that I showed before. Let's see where it's at. We're just above $17. It still hasn't been bought since the end of October, but there's only one listing at $17.61 before it becomes a $25 card at base and then going all the way up to $40. This is for the SP though. The hype for the Galactic B Heroes is no more. We've got listings back up for cards like United Deonos, which were running out of quantities and up there a little bit, but now it's back to $5 at its base listing with 18 listings available. The FFR is currently $40 if you want to pick it up at the base. 6 listings on that one. And yeah, that's just how it's going. Then we take a quick look at the Rea Kosiba starter deck with all the Youthberg foils, and there's still, like, the Grade 2, Knight of Ardent Light, is still $28 base if you want to pick that up. The Grade 1 and Grade 0 are currently $15.50 and then about $7.50 a piece. But they are, the Grade 1 is a little short on listings, 4 altogether. Codwell's foil is $6.50 right now with 4 listings, and then you've also got Volition Rigger Dragon, which is exclusive to the deck. It's a crit trigger vanilla, still $3. And it's notable that Rebel Form Zest is close to $2 right now, but it does have 14 listings compared to when it was getting bought out when Full Burst first got announced. Regardless, it's still much higher than the original price of being closer to 25 to 50 cents before that Full Burst announcement. Then we also have the crit heals from Festival Collection 2022. Just taking a quick look at those. With the exception of Alchemic Hedgehog, all of them are now close to $2 or around $1.50. And Hardiness Tier Sorceress is the only one that's above $2 for its base listing, and it's close to $3. In terms of how many listings there are, they're double digits right now on all of them, with Alchemic Hedgehog being the only one above 20 listings and 30 cents to start off with. If you want the SPs, it's pretty much the same. Hedgehog is still at the bottom. Hardiness Tier has the highest base listing, but not the highest market price. The highest market price falls to Yuania, which is the Dark States one, but it's $65 compared to the market price of $86 right now on that one. Blue-Haired Prodigy Rhesus from the first Lyrical Melody set. This card is going up and running out of quantities again. I mean, the last time I talked about it, it was out of quantities, especially on the holo foil. But the base rare is now 76 cents base with a market price of 88 cents. It's getting up there. And the closer we get to Lyrical Set 4 in January, the higher this is likely going to go. So if you do still need to pick these up, it's probably best to do so. Oh boy, someone picked up 39 copies for 83 cents over the Black Friday weekend, today even. And yeah, players are not holding back on picking up so many copies with the anticipation of this card becoming at least $2, $3, maybe even $7 like it is in Japan right now. A quick look at Clash of the Heroes. I want to take a look at the signed Bang Dream triggers. I'm not going to go into too many of them in detail, but suffice to say that there has been a lot of erratic movement on it. Yukino Minato is still the most expensive on the market, but there are lots of sellouts like on Kurata, who has still got a market price under 200. Then we've got Arisa Ichigaya with only 2 listings starting at 145. Ran Mitake is out of stock right now. And then Himari Uehara has only 1 listing at $68. We've also got a massive spike on Aya Maruyama, who is $200 right now, but market price is $67. What else has been going up? Futaba is out of stock. Eve Wakamiya is at 100, market price 62. Udagawa 300 with a market price of 61, and lots of sellouts on other cards like Matsubara, Reza Sullen Shoot Squared, and Reza Sullen Pario. Those 3 are all sold out right now and have market prices in the $50 range. And yeah, we're just going to stop there. That's a lot to cover there. And the last card to cover today is Orus Mask. The triple rare has been staying very solid in the $12, $13 range, even throughout Black Friday. And it's been gradually rising in change to the point where there are more listings closer to $15 than the $12 to $10 point that it was at about a month ago. And the deck is still going strong. Even going into set 13, I imagine that there will still be players trying to pick this up as well. Thank you guys for watching today. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later.